I'm gonna show you how to do it, yeah. It's called My Way. What up, what's good, what's poppin', it's TheLeaRae. Hey, bars.
Big machine in the building.
Hey, what's going on, YT? It's your girl TheLeaRae, and you're tuned into TheLeaRaeShow. So, let's see how much of this video I can get done before my phone dies. Adrian will be here in a little while, and I'm starving, and he's gonna stop and get me 5 Guys burgers and fries, you feel me? I recently went to the beauty supply store because I had to pick up some new lash glue. I don't know how long my other lash glue lasted, but it lasted forever. But this is the lash glue that I use. Right here, it's by Sassy and it's called Eyelash Glue, and it's dark and then they have a light one. But I had to get some of that, and then while I was in there, I saw some masks. Now, of course, these are fake. These are not really Champion or Adidas masks, but they look real, but I'm pretty sure they're fake. It's really good quality. Definitely embroidered, fit good. And then I got this one. This was an Adidas one. And these was like $6.99. Look at the inside. It's almost like jersey breathable material. And this is the outside. This one is gorgeous. I love this. I love this. And it's breathable. It's not going up my nose. That's why I was like, is this real or fake? Because this is really good quality. Like, I'm shocked. It's not thin. It's double layered. Look at the material. You could tell. It got a little sheen on the material. I don't know. I guess it's fake because it don't have the Adidas tag in it. But I'm just saying, whoever made that went through a lot of work. Like, if Adidas saw this, they would probably sue them because it's such good quality. And then the last thing I picked up was a pair of shoes. I don't know what these shoes are the dupe for. I don't be into high-end fashion like that because high-end fashion is higher than my pockets go. I've been noticing everybody wearing these and I was like, what are these? I don't know what these are. They're just slides. So I got me a pair of rose-colored ones. I put my foot into them. They're really, really comfortable. It's like ugly, but they cute. It's like them Yeezys. But I get that it is a statement to wear a pair of ugly Yeezys. I get it. Speaking of Yeezys, have y'all listened to Kanye's album yet? I don't know why I can't talk. I couldn't talk for a minute. I have not listened to the album yet because I haven't listened to Drake's album yet. Drake is my favorite artist of all time, and I only got as far as the first track on Drake's album. Kanye is my 3rd favorite artist of all time. My first is Drizzy Drake, period. Best to ever do it. I don't care what nobody says. I'm not saying that he's the best rapper. I'm not saying that he's the best lyricist. I'm just saying overall artist, rapper, singer, person, thing, greatest of all time. I don't care what nobody say. That's how I feel. I said what I said. 2nd favorite of all time and a bomb lyricist. He got bars for days. Lil Wayne. I don't care what nobody say. Weezy F baby. Everything he touched, just like Drake. Everything he touched. Okay, so that's my 2nd. The next is Kanye. Kanye is a genius. I don't care where he went, you know, and he left and he came back and he different now and he be acting weird and did all this crazy stuff like married one of the Kardashians. He's a genius. I don't care what nobody say, he a genius. Point blank, period. Now, who would be number 4? Oh, probably number 4 for me is Fabio, Fabulous. I used to love that. I met Fabulous when he was nobody in Paterson, New Jersey, okay? My mom had the hookup because she knew some people in Paterson and he was doing like a little performance, I think at one of the schools. Was it at Eastside High? My mom was like, yeah, there's this upcoming rapper. He about to be, and this is back in the 90s, he about to be performing at whatever. And I was like, who? She was like, Fabulous. Oh, I was like, oh, I know who Fabulous is because he was, what was that song? Superwoman. I think that's a song he did with Lil Mo, but Lil Mo wasn't there. He came to do that song and something else that was buzzing at that time. And I remember there was a little stage in the middle of the football field. He got up there and performed and he came off the stage and it was like a lot of people out there. It was like a whole lot. I don't know. Not like a lot like it was a stadium because it was just a small performance. I would say it was probably like 100 or 200 people out there or something like that. He was popular to local people, but not popular enough to where he would need so much security and all that kind of stuff. So it was me and my cousins and we were out there. He performed or whatever. He was coming off the stage and they were so scared to go up to him. I was the oldest out there, even though I was in high school. I was still older than all of them, and they were so scared to go up to him. I was like, man, give me this piece of paper. They wanted to get an autograph. Give me this piece of paper. Got the pen. then I walked straight up to Fabulous, stepped in front of his pass. I was like, can you sign this, please? And then he was like, yeah. And then he signed it. And then that was it. I just walked off. But he was so nervous at that time because he was young. I don't know how old Fabulous is, but I would reckon we're around the same age. He just had like these people coming up to him and stuff like that. Like I said, it wasn't hard to get to him. I just like walked up to him. He was walking away. And other people were going up to him, but just my folks were scared to go up to him, right? That was interesting to see where he started and then where he is now. I don't know. I be feeling like they don't put enough respect on Fabulous' name. I don't know what him and Emily B got going on, because I feel like Emily B should have left him a long time ago. From what I understand, or from what I deduced, he could be a little bit abusive, because I remember there was a video that had surfaced that the one that before they got back together this time, because you know they've been ever since trying to convince the public that they're all good, right? And they may be, I don't know, but remember that video when they was outside of that house and she was recording him and he turned around and she jumped back like she had been hit before? Did y'all get that vibe? Because I sure got that vibe. Girl, I don't know if you know, blink twice, boo. Blink twice if you need help. I didn't know what was going on. Y'all remember on Love and Hip Hop? I don't know if you watched Love and Hip Hop, but when Emily B was on there and her and Fabulous was going through these things, this was before this real life video had surfaced. And Emily B was on there and she had broke up with Fabulous. It was on some, I have to let him know what it's like to not have me. She was telling them how she couldn't get past him. She couldn't get over him. She had been with him for so long. And that's a lot of the reason why I think she stayed with him, because she had been with him so long. People don't like to start over. People don't like to turn the page and start a new chapter. I can only imagine after you've been with somebody that long that you have to turn. But what are you settling for to not turn the page? You get what I'm saying? I mean, she's already established. She has a career. She's a stylist. She styled him. She has other clients. She's established in this game. What do you need from him? Is anybody checking for his album? Did he drop an album? And this is one of my favorites. And I'm saying this about him. This is one of my favorites. I'm just saying you don't need him. Sometimes girls be stuck. And I know that on the internet, we only get a snippet of what's going on in these people's lives. But like I said, what did it for me is the reaction when he turned around and she jumped back. Because if I was arguing with Adrian, I'm glad that Adrian and I don't argue. Like, we don't have those types of problems. But if I was arguing with Adrian and Adrian turned around, I would not jump back, because Adrian don't go upside my head. If Adrian turned around and went upside my head, I would be shocked. I wouldn't even duck, because I wouldn't have even seen it coming, because I'm not in an abusive relationship. The way Emily reacted was like she was in a physically abusive relationship. Like, not maybe that she got punched in the face or something like that, but she done got yoked up. She done got something Fab. Okay, I can't confirm, but I feel like she done got yoked up about a shirt before. Fab done got in her face, done cussed her out, then pushed her. That's the way she made it seem. So that's the vibe that I got. But like I said, Fab is on my top. He's in my top 5. Who else would be the last one? Because I was gonna say Eminem. To me, Eminem is one of the greatest lyricists of all time. Don't nobody want it with Eminem. Like, don't even try Eminem. He will crush you. But Eminem, his whole vibe, he was always depressed and stuff like that. He was always so dark, and so like to see Eminem smile was shocking to me, because it's like he never smiled. He was just always so serious about everything, always going through a lot. And he was, you know, we saw that movie, whatever the name, 8 Mile, 9 Mile, whatever, with Rabbit and all that, telling his life story. And you know, a lot of that stuff was true. I know that when you make a movie, you dramatize certain things, but it didn't seem like a lot was dramatized, because all that stuff with the mother of his child and his mother, and well, that was all true. That was all true. So he do be going through a lot. He been through a lot. I don't know if he was one of my favorites. Now, definitely Slim Shady when he was out, boy. We was rocking with him, okay? Because he was killing it. Like, some of the stuff he said I've never heard. And I just, like, you can't go toe-to-toe with him. You just cannot do it. He probably in my top 10. I don't know who will go in the 5th slot. Jadakiss in my top 10. That's my dude. Oh my God. I used to love Jada, boy. Jadakiss. I love hearing Jada talk. You know how, like, rappers today, you hear them talk one way, and then when they rap, they turn into this whole different person. Like, it's like a different voice and everything. Jadakiss rap just like he talk. Not just like he talk, because he actually got a flow, as opposed to somebody like Blueface, who, yeah, he rap like he talk, but you're not really supposed to rap just like you talk, because you're supposed to have a cadence about your flow. It's supposed to be distinct from everyone else's. It's supposed to be distinct from your normal speech pattern. But Blueface, his flow is not distinct. It's just him him talking on the track. Sometimes Blueface, his raps, I mean, he so doesn't have a flow that I wonder if he's even in the studio with the music recording, because he be so offbeat. Like, I don't understand. And then, or everybody be like, Blueface. Not like everybody, like these young kids. Blueface, they just love him. They just love him. Even though he had these girls in a whole cult. It ain't funny. It's crazy. They getting what did I say? They getting Blueface tapped on their neck and on their hand, and I gotta follow up on that story. I gotta find out what happened to Blueface. I be knowing a little bit more about pop culture than I think. What was I talking about? The flow. So Jadakiss, that's my guy. Like, I like Jadakiss. He would be definitely in my top 10. I'm trying to see who else. Oh, 50 in my top 5. 50 get that slide. And I don't even know, I'm saying my top 5 like in that order. I know for a fact that it is Drake, then Lil Wayne. But out of Fabulous, Kanye, and 50 Cent, I don't know which way I would go. 50, I remember 50 came out with Get Rich or Die Trying. I was in college. When I tell you, my roommates bought that on CD, and they used to play it every single day. We knew the whole album. Like, it was crazy. It's just like, first of all, 50 his cadence is bananas. And he be saying some really, really clever stuff. He was super, super gangster, and he was singing at the same time, but he was believable gangster, not like Ja Rule. Ja Rule was definitely like a singing, rapping type dude, and he might have been one of the first to put that singing, rapping on the map, like put it on the map, for real, because I ain't really know nobody else that was really doing it like that. You had Nelly. Nelly was doing it, but I just feel like, yeah, it was like Nelly and Ja Rule that was really doing that singing, rapping thing heavy. But when 50 came out, but see, I didn't never think that Nelly and Ja Rule was really, really gangsters like that. 50 came out, got shot 11 times. He a real gangster out in these streets. And he singing and he rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, oh, I guess you could do that. I guess you could be a gangster and you could be singing, rapping, blah, 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 blah. I like 50. He one of the best trolls on the internet right now. It's like, who the best trolls? It's like 50 Cent. He a beast at trolling. I'm not gonna mention your boy because he irritate me. He's literally the #1 troll in the world right now. You already know who I'm talking about. Yeah, ever since it came out with that first song, the song was silly. Everybody was dancing to it. It grew on me. And then with the whole thing about whether or not it was when it had top #1 as a country song, and then they were trying to play him, and then my dude had to come on there and be like, nah, I'm about to sing on this to make it country so that y'all can stop hating. I love that whole situation, because that was wrong how they did him. I mean, don't be mad because he just came out with a bomb country song and y'all mad now because it made the charts. What part of the game is that? They tried to take it from him, but he got it back. Then he just went off the deep end. I can't fool with it. And I'm not talking about right or wrong. I'm talking about vibes. I don't like his vibe, period. I don't care about what he got going on and none of that. I don't like his vibe. So he's #1 troll in the world. Then you got 50 Cent, and then you got Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, man, we gotta put some more respect on Soulja Boy's name, because when Soulja Boy be coming with his receipts, a lot of his receipts be added up. But apparently Soulja Boy was mad on these internet streets because his verse got cut at a Kanye West album. And I didn't know that. Adrian had to tell me that, because Adrian gets a kick out of Soulja Boy. And I was like, yo, look at this Soulja Boy clip, because he was talking about Kanye. He was like, Kanye, you ain't got this drip, you ain't got this, you ain't got no money, blah, 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 you broke. And I was just listening to Soulja Boy like, what he's saying probably true. Definitely Kanye probably ain't got no watch like Soulja got, but Kanye don't dress like Soulja Boy. Kanye don't wear drip. Okay, Kanye wears hobo clothes. He puts his label on them. He wears hobo clothes, and he charges a bunch of money for it. And y'all might wear that junk and think that's fly. That junk is whack to me. That's what Kanye do. He ain't all dripped out, iced out, or whatever, lottie-dottie-da, whatever. He ain't doing all that. So what Soulja Boy said was true. Now, is he broke? I don't know if he's still broke. Kanye the one that told everybody he was broke. He said, look, I went into debt over this clothing line because they tried to play him in the fashion world, you know? He said the fashion world is one of the hardest worlds to get. You think it's hard to get into the music game. You have not tried getting into the fashion game. They played him. They didn't want to do business with him. And then he linked up with, who are the Yeezys by, like Adidas? I don't know. His clothing line, whoever do that, he linked up with some other people, and then it sells out in seconds. I don't know if he's still broke. He said he was in debt. He might be still paying back his debt. This is a long awaited album. I don't know how they do album sales now, because you know, with all the streaming. I know that I pay $9.99 a month for my Apple Music subscription and I get all the music. So I don't really know how that stuff works, but I wish him a whole bunch of success because he is a genius. And I heard that there was some beef between him and Drake still, but I you know what? I don't understand rap. When you get into really clever people like a Kanye West or a Drake or something, and they're living these lives that you don't live, and they're going to these places that you don't go, and they're having these experiences that you don't experience, you don't be getting the references. Freaking Drake said something about rose twin, somebody double rose, two rose, and the girl on the internet thought it was about her, and he was talking about some jewelry or something. I never knew what he was talking about because I don't do what Drake do. Drake do Drake stuff. There's not a lot of people out here doing what Drake do. He's in his own world. He's at the top. I don't know what it's like to be in the top. I'm in the ocean with everybody else. So I don't get what he be talking about a lot of times. When he do his clever punchlines, when he rapping for real, when Drake is really rapping, dropping in bars, I don't be knowing who he talking about, what he talking about, nothing, because I don't even follow Drake life like that. But apparently he was dropping some bars against Kanye and blah 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 blah. I don't know though. I be like, since Pusha T bodied him about that kid he got, I was like, how Drake gonna come back? So I hope Certified Lover Boy does really well for Drake, because when his son was revealed to the world, what is Soulja Boy? What did he say? Drake hide the kid from the world, but the world can't hide from the kids. I'm not biased, okay? Soulja Boy got him. Was it Pusha T? I think that's who it was. Pusha T, somebody, one of the old school rappers got him when they talked about Adonis and all this kind of stuff. Now Drake want to come out with videos with him and his kid and the birthday party. Like, bro, you wasn't doing that before. Don't do it. I know I was talking about old stuff. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna listen to Certified Lover Boy, and I'm gonna listen to Donda. Is it Donda? I'm gonna do it one time for the one time, and then I'll come back and let you know what I thought about the album. Adrian said Drake was singing too much on the album. He couldn't do it. He gonna say, when Drake was rapping, he was, you know, them bars was good, but then he started singing. I can't do all them singing songs. He like Kanye's album better because, you know, Kanye be rapping. That's what Kanye be doing. But anyway, y'all, I don't even know how I went off on this tangent about music like that. Why did I do this? Anyway, y'all, it started with first of all, it started with a haul from the beauty supply store. Then it ended up how I met Fabulous. Now I'm on my favorite rappers of all time. And I'm talking about how my #1 favorite rapper got bodied by people. Anyway, y'all, let me go. It's been real. I'm about to eat this Five Guys burgers and fries. I'm starving. I hope you have a really good day. And let me know if you like these kind of talks. Let me know in the comment section below. You feel me? Until next time, people. Peace.